Okay, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Gio. Ish. I'll get used to it. But I want to talk about the history and proverb of all the South African official 11 languages. So you're gonna see me focusing here today on the John camera, but I'll try to be louder. Yeah, but that's when the camera is fixated. I'll try to be louder. So number one, if on Sunday, so you can hear me. So number one, if Zulu, Zulu. The history of this language, it was, the history. It is spoken by the largest ethnic group in South Africa. Zulu was historically oral and became more formalized with Christian missionaries in the 19th century. It gained prominence during the rise of the Zulu kingdom under Shaka Zulu. This proverb ithi umntu ngumntu ngabantu, a person is a person through other people. I think dalo uyiva le nto ke umntu ngumntu ngabantu siyancedana yabo. I think no need to elaborate kule proverb. Then the second language, yabo. You can pause the video and read for yourself, but my writing is so fucking bad-ish. Xhosa, the history is closely related to Zulu. Xhosa is known for its click sound and is primarily spoken in the Eastern Cape. It was also standardized by the missionaries. Nelson Mandela was a native speaker. We all know that proverb, inxeba lendoda alihlekwa. A man's wood not laughed at, respect others' pain. You can't say going through something yabo mhlawumbe khona into embedileyo then umhleke no, does not work that way. Alihlekwe inxeba lendoda. Isixhosa ke isixhosa sakuthi ngixhosa lokho mna madala. Afrikaans history evolved from the Dutch in the 17th century among secular slaves and indigenous people, became a formal language in the 20th century, and was associated with apartheid, though spoken by diverse communities. The proverb of the Afrikaan is "Ene pro makaplan," a farmer makes a plan. Aksamal makaplan, a pro makes a plan. A farmer makes a plan. Then of the fourth one, which is English, which was introduced by the British colonizers in the 1800s. It became dominant in education, business, and law. Today, it's a unifying language, but only a first language for about 9% of the population in South Africa. Proverb, empty vessel makes the most noise. Those who know least often speak the loudest. I love this one. Ababa kazi kakulu often speak the loudest. Those who know least often speak the loudest. Empty vessels make the most noise. Number 5 is the Northern Sotho, Sepedi Bajo. One of Sotho languages spoken in Limpopo. The term Sepedi refers to a dialect, while Northern Sesotho refers to a broader language group. It was codified in the 19th century. Proverb, I don't know, guess, Sepedi. Lilimi liling khali etsimulomo yabo. One tongue does not make a mouth. Unity is strength. Tetuch. Maybe someone in the comment can elaborate more, but lilimi liling khali etsimulomo. One tongue does not make a mouth. Unity is strength. That's can't elaborate more, but if you gonna comment, then you can elaborate in the comment section if you're a viewer and you understand this proverb, so others can learn. Then you have the sixth one, Southern Sesotho. Yeah. So sa Lesotho ke se tseba sona mo le mo wow kopanya o re ke reng. History spoken mainly in the Free State and Lesotho. It was developed in writing by the French missionaries in the 1800s and is known for its rich oral tradition. Its proverb pere sorry guys. Pere iyaklala hayi ikoti. A starving horse is not lashed. Show compassion to the suffering. Let me elaborate. But a starving horse is not lashed, which means you should show compassion, then help others who are suffering. I think as Londo, semhlabeni apha ubuntu Africans, so we help each other. We show compassion to the suffering. Number 7, Setswana. Spoken in the Northwest Province and Botswana. Tswana was also influenced by the missionary work and became a written language in the 1800s. This proverb ithi muthu ke muthu kabantu, no umntu ngumntu wabantu, umntu, yeah. I am because I think I am because we are, yeah. Number 8, Chitonga. I must learn these languages, I think I'm falling in love with Chitonga. Spoken in Limpopo and parts of Mozambique. Tsonga has Bantu roots and became someone coming to visit me on born. Oh yeah, great. Okay, it's Tonga, spoken in Limpopo and parts of Mozambique. Tonga has Bantu roots and became formalized in the early 20th century. It has distinctive tonal patterns. Proverb the tongue can lead one into trouble. I think the tongue lead to Kanye West. making an example. Venda, Chivenda. So Tonga, Chitonga, Venda, Chivenda. I also love it. I think maybe Limpopo too. History, a smaller language group from the Limpopo province. Venda has strong influences from Chona and was presented during the apartheid time via homeland education system. Proverb yakhona eri ndimunna ngavathu, similar to izulu, umntu ngumntu ngabantu. Then of the 10th one, Siswati, spoken by the Swazi people in Mpumalanga and Eswatini. It's closely related to Zulu and was standardized during colonial times. Proverb iri likotshwa lisemanzi. I think my research, I'm doubting my research, but bend the stick while it's still wet, but teach the children as they are young. I think we all know this, but yeah. 11, Ndebele, isiNdebele. Related to Zulu, isiNdebele was marginalized under apartheid, but has been since revived. Known for its vibrant art and distinctive house painting. Akukho qeli lazikhotha emnarha. No clever person can click their own back. No one is perfect or all capable. Thanks for watching. The video. Let's learn more about Africa, and about ourselves. I'm still making videos about Africa. Past, understand about the languages and journey and self-development, and my life. Thinking of starting a podcast, but lack of equipment. But I'll try, make a plan, try as a make a plan. Make a podcast. I think there are a lot of wise people in this small town in the Eastern Cape called Kala that I can talk to. But let's step by step. Good day, guys.